Hello, my name is James Jackson, and welcome to this brief introduction into information literacy and using the ANGEL system. This is a series of videos. This is the first of a series of videos, and we keep these short, typically around the 5-minute mark. Some can be as long as 7-8 minutes, and some will be as short as 3 minutes. So this one will be about medium size, and again, the purpose of this is just simply give you a basic overview of the information literacy course and within the ANGEL system for Harrison College. So the first thing I want to draw your attention to is make sure you're in the right place. It should say INF1100, Information Literacy. Any number of sections are out there, but it should say Fall 2011. On the left-hand side, you have a navigation button here. You'll notice that there's a series of options down here towards the bottom. You can get a course map of the different sections of the course, kind of a what's new, in other words, what's been updated since the last time you logged in. Any tasks that are part of the course itself. You can also search for different things by clicking on the search window, and there's this little about button here that gives you about information based on the ANGEL learning system. I typically like to keep the what's new information active. It kind of lets me know what's been added to the system since the last time I logged in, but certainly you can make your choices there on what you feel is the best setting for you. Over on the right hand side is the actual course content itself. You'll notice there's an about this course section. It gives you a nice picture down here of what the course textbook looks like, so it lets you know you have the right course textbook. It gives you a link into the course syllabus. You can click on the course schedule, and just another way to access the classroom, which we'll talk about in another video. Over here on the right hand side, you've got the course announcements. There will typically be a new announcement each and every week. As week 1 is the first week of a quarter, typically you'll see several announcements, and it's important to be able to scroll down over on the right hand side and read through the various announcements that are part of the course, and there are several that tend to come with week 1. So here you've got an urgent message about week 1 attendance, how to make sure that you're getting the proper marking for your attendance and the work you've done in week 1. There's also another message here on class policies, so this will help you to make sure you're maximizing your points and know when you have to turn certain things in and how to communicate with your instructor if you're running into any type of issues. Notice this one gives you some very specific information about how to deal with late homework and what kind of points will be deducted for things that are late. Here's an introduction to the course instructor. This is one of the courses I teach, so it's actually my introduction. It gives you a little bit about my background, how to contact me, and how to get access to phone information and whatnot. Continuing to scroll down, there's a section on course mail. So this is where you go to receive email messages that may have been sent out by the instructor. You can also send an email message. If you click on the quick message link here, then you can go in and send an email to an instructor if you have specific questions. And there'll be a specific video that just focuses just on the mail portion. As this is simply an overview, I won't go into that detail right now. There's also another link or another window over here called discussion forums, and you'll notice there's a section here for questions and answers, a place to introduce yourself, and then you go into the weekly reflective journals. This is how the information literacy course handles discussions. It's your weekly reflection, and each one of the reflective journal sections has a specific focus on it and a specific bit of information that you're going to want to follow week by week. So that has its own instructions. We'll have a video that's specifically focused on the reflective journal process. Also, there's another environment called the research log. But the focus of this video is to go in and give you an overview of the course and the course outline. So again, you've got this course home section. We went over the various windows within the course home section. There's also your activity at a glance as you scroll further down. Lets you know kind of what activity you're doing each week. A student that's looking to get an A in this course, you'll typically notice that there's activity 3 or 4 days out of the week. Students that are doing what they can do to just get by. Obviously, those are going to be situations where you probably may not be maximizing your grade, but you're doing what you can to survive in the class, and that certainly can happen from time to time. So it helps you kind of remind you how often you've been into the course, and I highly recommend you get into the course as often as possible. Again, if you're looking for an A in the class, then the typical experience I have had as an instructor is those students that access multiple times in a week and are doing a little bit of something every day in the class tend to be those that get a little bit of a higher score in the course. And sorry if that doesn't seem fair, or for those of you who can only access one day a week, I do understand. I'm just simply letting you know what the averages are and what the experience has been over several years of teaching courses in an online environment. If you have issues with accessing multiple times, or you're having issues with finding the time to participate in the course, make sure your instructor is aware. Also make sure your student affairs specialist is aware of your time limitations, because they're going to have some suggestions on what you can do to maximize what little time you do have to get in. They're going to have some tips that they can share with you on how to maximize those times to get in and still end up with a good score in the course. So I hope this has been helpful. Again, there are other videos in this series. This is simply video 1, and this is just simply an overview of the front page, the home page, if you will, of the Angel course for information literacy. So I'll end this particular session, and I hope you come back for other videos. Thank you. Bye.